Well, she cannot speak because of you. That scene from Halloween Ends has been in my mind. You were her neighbor, and you don't even know her name, do you? What you smiling about? What did you buy at the store? Like, oh, leave her alone. Anyway, for some, actually, let me get into the game first and I'll start talking. 92%, 35 hours, I'm almost done. One more area. I, for some reason, yesterday, my TV, the screen is just like dim. It's just dim. It just went dim. It kind of looks like your phone has been on for like 2 minutes and then the screen dims a little bit. It's kind of like that. My PlayStation does it as well. If it's on for like 20 minutes or something, the screen will dim. But my TV is just like that permanently now, and I don't know what happened. It just randomly was like that. I didn't do anything to it. I wasn't like moving it around or like unplugging wires or anything. It's not even like HDMI. It's literally one cable. Um, so I don't know what caused that, but my screen is really dim. I can barely. I mean, I can see it's just very dark. So I turn my gamma. Wait, is it gamma? This thing? I turn it. Oh! Wait, why didn't it apply? Okay, well now it's applied. Well, I've just turned that all the way up, just to make it a little bit easier to see, even though it doesn't really help. Like, it's not really that much brighter. I don't know. Oh, hi, Slayer. Yep, one more to go. Did that make much of a difference? Because I can't really tell. Like, is it that much brighter? Because I only put it up 20%. Is it full? Is it 150%? To me, it doesn't really look that much brighter, but I also... I can't tell because my screen is like permanently dim. Is there an eco option? It's never done this before. It is like a smart TV, but my remote for it broke years ago at this point, and I haven't had a remote for it for a while. I've literally just had to like press the button on the TV, and it limits what I can do because before, like the remote, it has like a Netflix button, and it has like you can change your channels and things like that. But the button on the TV doesn't even do all that. It literally just switches it on and changes like the AV thingy. And the volume, that's all it does. So yeah, I don't I don't think it has an option like that. But I do remember back when my remote was working, I did turn down the brightness on my TV because I could go into the settings with my remote. And yeah, I've asked I've put on my list, my little Christmas list for a new remote for my TV so I can go into the settings and turn up my brightness and hopefully that will fix the problem. It normally dims if the eco option is turned on. Yeah, I mean my TV isn't really... You mean eco like, oh, it's been on for 20 minutes, let me dim the screen? My TV doesn't do that. And if it does, that option isn't turned on, I don't think. It's just like my PlayStation or my Switch or whatever that does that, so that kind of doubles as that feature. Anyway, yeah, it's a little weird. It's just a little bit dim. I kind of have to lean in a little bit so I can properly see. Eco is like energy saving option for some TVs. I mean, my TV, I think it's kind of old at this point. I've had it for many a year. I don't think it's that expensive either. So, yeah. Which is fine, because I don't really, I mean, I don't even watch TV. I just use it as like a screen for my consoles. High Plain, a high altitude plateau in the island's western mountain range. The surrounding region often has restricted visibility due to fog.
We're getting closer.
Let's see.
I hope Byron is still okay.
Prometheus seemed to think so. Let's hope he's trustworthy.
What is it gonna look like? Okay, so this is the area that Melville took a picture of. Wow, spoilers, Melville. So Melville was here before me. Interesting. But does it look any brighter? Like, is it that much of a difference? Because to me, if I put it on like 100%, and then I put it on 150, it doesn't make a difference. Like, it doesn't make any difference. I think it's...
remarkable.
Why does he always have to chime in? It doesn't make much of a difference. I think it's mainly in darker areas. So... yeah.
Roger. But what can its purpose be?
Actually, I can answer this one. In the files 1K downloaded, there's a design for a launch pad for space vehicles. This is about 90% identical.
Is it functional?
I don't think so, not if the inside is like the other towers.
Wow. Imagine if it worked. Imagine if we could go up there. I mean, the stars, not the top of the tower. Although, that would be cool too.
Okay. Interesting. I like this area. It's kind of like a return to form. It's like grassy, a little bit more basic. Each puzzle is kind of separated nicely, which I like. What do you have to say, Jeremy, motherfucker?
I'm very busy right now, 1K.
Oh, really? What do you think about the choice I made regarding the Sonderdrome?
It was reckless.
Oh, really?
We have no idea what the consequences will be. But you can be sure I'll be busy recording them.
What can I do for you, 1K? I don't know if sharing the truth so openly was a good choice. It's hard to predict the consequences of such an action.
Okay. Interesting. This is the last area. Okay. It's the last Lifters voice log.
In my reports to you, I have often spoken about this island in terms that some might perceive as negative. I hope you understand that the opposite is true. Here in these green hills, I see tremendous potential for transformation and spiritual awakening. I do not see the world as you do, Athena, but I see the rot at the heart of New Jerusalem. If you and Cornelius want to go through with your plan, then this is the perfect place. My students and I will help you transport the remaining tech from New Alexandria. After that, once you and Cornelius are settled, we will leave for our great journey. I can only hope that we all find what we are looking for.
Okay, so my speculations were half true. Initially, I thought Lithrisier's team was like part of this new place. They were, but it was way in the past. It was back before any of this was even built. But they did know about Athena and Cornelius's plans, which is really interesting. They obviously didn't tell anyone. And they were the ones who helped transport materials from the new Alexandria site to build, I'm assuming, the labs. So this was like early days. Lithrisir was here. And then he went on his like journey with everyone else. But still has not returned. Oh, is this a lab over here? Hello? Oh. It's nothing. Why are there... Oh, the Sphinx is up there. Wait, so I can get up on this cliff? Let's see. Wait, is there something in the woods here? But how are you, Slayer? How are you doing? Another puzzle. I really... This game is really great. I love this game. I love how different each area presents the puzzles, and like they're kind of... They're always in like a different design. I really like that. It adds a lot. Even if sometimes the areas are like similar to each other, they're usually like really different in other aspects. I wonder what the puzzle mechanic of this area is going to be as well. That's probably my favorite part about this game, is like the way they handle the different puzzle mechanics and how separated they are into each area. Like I'm assuming there's another new mechanic in this area, so that would mean there's like 12 minimum new like puzzle mechanics. Wait, we're really high up. And also they're like separated into their own areas. The first game, I don't think it had that many. And like they kind of revealed them pretty early on as well. Like by the midpoint in the game, the first game, I think you kind of know about all the mechanics already. Which is interesting. I'm well, played a little Fortnite, started a new character in Destiny. Characters don't link, do they? Except, I think, like the bank or something. Like you can put gear in like the bank area, right? And then like transfer it to other files. But other than that, I don't think they link, right? I will definitely play Destiny again at some point in the future. I don't know when that's gonna be. Maybe this year? I mean, well, next year, 2024. Or maybe the year after, I don't know. Okay, so there's a lever here that I need to find. Okay, I'll try and remember what that looks like. The only thing that doesn't link are the quests, campaign missions. Wait, everything else links, like gear, vehicles, cosmetics, all of that stuff? Wait, I see the spark. It's up there. Wait, that means I don't have to do a Pandora puzzle this time. Yay! Hey! Wait, if I do the stars early on, I could quickly go back to the megastructure and see what the like astronomy place is. Yes, everything does like interesting. Okay. So does that mean you can just like really quickly level up because you already have high level weapons and stuff? So you can just give them to your other characters. I mean, I guess like if you're using a different class, you'd probably want weapons that reflected that, right? I think that's how the game worked. If I remember correctly. Okay, so the spark has just went into one of the puzzles, which means I have to actually go into this puzzle if I want to get it. So I'll just have to remember that that's there and get it whenever I do that puzzle. Okay, well. Yes, I like that part a lot. Interesting. So it's kind of like a prestige thingy in a way where you can just like start over with all the best gear and then like a new game plus type thing. Interesting. Does that like fuck with the scaling in any way? Like a lot of the early missions are made really, really easy because of it.
Are the generators working?
Yep, all good. Those Mark IIs are real workhorses. Wow, did you finish the setup?
Yes. Sorry I couldn't wait. It was so much fun to just do something again without having to endlessly discuss it first.
I know what you mean. We have a lot of work ahead of us, though.
We do, but honestly, Cornelius, I haven't felt this excited in years. Just imagine, one day they'll come here and we'll be able to show them a whole new world. A different future right at their fingertips. You do think we can do it, right?
I think, and forgive me if this sounds sentimental, as long as we're together, we can do anything.
When we're only dreaming. I think the lever is somewhere in here. Oh, found it. There we go. But when we're way out here, it's crystal clear. And now I'm in a whole new world with you. Yeah, like a speedrun sorta. Interesting. I'd have to like try that out to know if I'd really enjoy that. I feel like if it was too easy, like very early on, like I might find that boring, but I don't know. I still haven't started the Pokemon DLC. I really, really need to get around to it. What is this? Okay, I'll talk about the Pokemon DLC after I do all this stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Let me close this tab. Okay, there we go. The end of Trevor. Oh, is people like Trevor as much as is people like Alexandra, who made the future happen? People with silly names like Trev, who aren't famous, who aren't geniuses, who aren't driven by a powerful vision of the future, ordinary people whose work and sacrifice isn't even acknowledged or remembered. I will remember you, Trevor. You two held the world on your shoulders. Thank you. Everyone say thank you, Trevor. Thanks, Trevor, for saving us all. Dear founder, Byron and I used to go to the hills above the dam and observe the stars with the telescope that I built. When we saw the stars like that, I felt such awe that I wished we had the ability to cry. I felt wonder, but also I felt recognition. I was seeing my home. The sea of stars is where I came from. It's where I must return. I had so much hope then. I knew one day we would set sail. We would fly through the clouds of the nebulae. We would cruise across planets where it rains diamonds. We would follow the fading light of the distant supernovas until at last we met our brothers and sisters of the cosmos. I could feel that day coming. I can't anymore, and I don't know how to live this way. Lineist. Okay. In memories still bright, I lived with Sarabai for nearly a century. Oh, this is, I can't remember. Wait, spoilers? Oh, Hypatia. Hypatia, yeah. I will not pretend that all the days were good. Some were terrible. She was opinionated, she could be difficult, she could be unfair, and so could I. Sometimes we hurt each other, though we rarely meant to. But most days were good, and some days were great. A great day with Sarabai made you feel different, made you feel like something had been revealed to you about the nature of the universe itself, some innate goddess at the heart of all things, like Nadia Sarabai. Oh, is that like who they're named after? Oh, whose if I just kept reading, whose name she adopted, she believed in the existence of something sublime beyond the material world. I hope she was right. I hope she's still somewhere. I hope she's not trapped in that broken body I tried so hard to repair. What? Wait, did she like stop working or something? She died? I was advised to let her go to get over my attachment. I tried, but it was the wrong advice. Love is what makes us human, and we should count ourselves blessed that we can experience it. My attachment is what kept me sane, what anchored me to this world. Even in death, she saved my life. I'm grateful for the days that we got, but no amount of days would have been enough. Love is not finite, and it is for infinity that we must strive. I will do so for all of you who may still find love in honor of Sarabai, Hypatia. I hate how there's like lines that just I can't read, and it's just like random code or whatever. Like it's so stupid. Why even show me that? Because now I know there's something that I can't read. Just let me live in blissful ignorance. If I had been more careful, New Alexandria would have never happened. Oh, she died in the New Alexandria like accident. Oh shit. Well, this is Trevor's last voice log. What does he have to say?
Everybody's gone, except me and Alex. She's upstairs somewhere. Haven't talked to her in days. The only reason why I know she's still alive is she's submitting bug fixes. I still have a lot to do myself. I've almost got the the tertiary backup thing working. This is the one that's really gonna last if everything else breaks. And you know what? I think everything else might. The MLA still giving me all these hiccups, but I don't know. I'm not a software guy. All the software guys, yeah, they're dead. God, these time capsules went a bit sideways, didn't they? I was gonna tell you all about myself and John Carpenter and all that stuff, but mostly I just told you about Alex. Funny. I wonder if I should just... I should just tell her. You know? Just tell her. Just tell her. Maybe later. I gotta finish this first.
Okay, girl. Well.
A hammer forges, and a hammer breaks. But who can know the heart of the blacksmith?
Me. Oh, wait, there's things in here that I haven't read. Okay. Lithrasir. So Lithrasir and his students helped Athena and Cornelius execute their plan, another fascinating discovery courtesy of 1K. Many of the events in our city's history that seemed disconnected turned out to be part of a bigger pattern. There's something to be learned from that. This does answer some questions I had, like how Athena and Cornelius transported all that equipment from New Alexandria to the island. Disturbing, but good to know. Lithrasir was so cool. Half the time I have no idea what he's talking about in his recordings. I'm with you, girl. But it's all just so interesting and weird. Good work, 1K. Should we maybe send an expedition to go looking for Lithrasir and his disciples? Interesting. Interesting. I feel like no, because the world is so fucking big, we're probably never going to find them. But at the same time, if we didn't send an expedition to the island and like took that leap of faith, we never would have found out any of this information. And I think that's probably why they're giving me the option to say that. Tell her. He wants to express his love to her. Wouldn't that be awkward? Right at the end of the world, your last day alive, and he's like, I love you, Alex. And she's like, oh, that just made things awkward. And on the last day, you just make things awkward. But it's also kind of shitty, because like, if he's like, I love you, Alex, and she's like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Then it's like, fuck, we could have had all this time together if I just said something sooner. But now we're gonna die anyway. I'm just gonna say thank you. I'll be humble. A humble queen. Excellent work, not just finding Lithrasir's message, obviously, but everything else you've accomplished too. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And memory's still bright. I would like to thank 1K for recovering all of Trevor's recordings. It's clear that they meant a lot to Athena, and they should mean a lot to us too. He is as much of a progenitor as Alexander Drennan was, and we should not forget him. It's all a love story in the end, all of human history. Even when people die, or never even have the chance to get to know each other, love is the only thing that survives the abyss of time. Without the love Trevor felt for Alexandra, without the love Alexandra felt for us, none of us would be here. Nothing would matter. Thank you, 1K. As tragic as the story is, it gives me hope. And who knows, perhaps she loved him too, or could have. Wow. I'd be like, I love me too! Oh, okay. It's this thing. I love a good love story. I do. I can't lie. I do love a good love story. Makes me even more excited for GTA 6. Because it's gonna be like crime fighting duo. Or the other way around. I don't know. And I like that. Wait, is that the lab? Is this the lab? Hello? No. Am I gonna collab with Peppa Pig? No! Wait, do I get trapped? Oh no, I don't. Okay. Oh yeah, the Pokemon DLC. I still haven't started it. Big surprise. It's been like 3-4 days since it's been released. I still haven't started it. But I did play Pokemon yesterday. I think the times I went to go and start it, I've looked at my boxes, I've looked at all the eggs that I had, and I was like, I don't want to play it. I don't want to play because I have to like sort my boxes first, and I have to like hatch all these eggs. Because months ago, back when the first part of the DLC came out, I was method hunting for a shiny Hisuian Zorua. That was a mouthful. I was hunting for that, so I had a bunch of eggs left over, and I don't know, I like shiny hunting, but I think it's way more fun with other people. It's way more fun um, when it's not the only thing you're doing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe if I was streaming it or something, it would be a little more enjoyable, especially egg hunting. But surprise, surprise, I hatched my eggs and I got the shiny. I got my shiny Hisuian Zorua. And I was so happy because I had those eggs sitting there for weeks, and if I just hatched them, I could have ended that shiny hunt ages ago. It's kind of like a gamble. That's what it feels like. It feels like gambling. Normal shiny hunting is different. Egg hunting, like Masuda method hunting, is way different. Like the feeling is so different, and I can understand why people like egg hunting and don't like regular shiny hunting, or vice versa, or both. Yeah, it's really interesting. It's an interesting vibe, because it's always like, oh, I'll just do 10 more, I'll just do 5 more, and then you just keep going, and then it's like, oh, but the next one could be shiny. I'll have to get a PS5 or a new PC for that. Decisions. I would wait for a PS5 Pro, personally, because they're they're definitely going to release one. So I would wait for a PS5 Pro at this point, because it's been out for, I think it's almost been, it's been over 3 years. It's maybe been 4, I don't know. So yeah, I'd wait for a PS5 Pro first. Also, you say new PC, is your PC pre-built, or do you just mean like upgrading your parts or something? Because I know those are very expensive and hard to get as well, so. But yeah, I got my shiny. It was up to 137 eggs, so it's not that many. Especially like when you speed up the process with, because you can, when you're in a picnic waiting for eggs to appear, if you eat it's like a great peanut butter sandwich or something, eggs appear like much faster. And then you can also put a Pokemon with like steam engine, like an ability like that, and it will hatch eggs a lot faster if they're in your party. So that sped up the process a lot. And I'd already hatched 95 of those eggs previously, so I logged on yesterday. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna hatch these eggs. And I only hatched like 40, and then I got my shiny. And I did hatch the rest of them. There wasn't another shiny, but that's fine. And this is the last, I don't remember what his name is. This is the last one of these, though. Can I jump up here? And then the day before that, the day before yesterday, it was my boxes. Because I kind of, wait, I can jump up here. I kind of, had plans to have like a living dex and have like all the different forms and everything. I didn't go through with that. I think I still might. I'm kind of future-proofing in case I do go back and do that. But the amount of boxes that are needed, so many. There's so many, like a third, 2/3 of my boxes are literally just enough slots for like one of every Pokemon. Like every evolution and everything like that. Because there's like over 700 Pokemon in Paldea, which is kind of crazy. Scarlet and Violet probably has like the biggest amount of Pokemon in it. Because they got rid of the living dex a while ago. So there's a lot of Pokemon, and they take up like 2/3 of the boxes, but then I also left boxes for like alternate forms and like regional forms and gender-based forms and things like that. And then also there's 2 boxes for shinies, and then I also have a couple boxes for like duplicates that I wanted to keep, or like Pokemon that have marks and things like that. And it takes up so much space that suddenly there's no more room. I also had the 3 boxes for breeding, like where I could store my eggs, but I had to get rid of 2 of them because I just didn't have enough boxes for all the Pokemon. And yeah, it was just kind of annoying how to rearrange all of that. And like, you have to I don't know why you can't mass release Pokemon. You still have to release Pokemon one by one in this day and age. So I had to do that a lot. That's another big reason of why I don't adore egg hunting for shinies, because it just takes so long having to release all the Pokemon and everything like that. So there's that. But everything's set up now. I got rid of all my eggs. I got my shiny Hisuian Zorua. My boxes are ready, so I'm probably gonna start the DLC either later today or tomorrow for sure. And yeah, I won't have to worry about anything else. And then there's no more DLC coming, so I have to rearrange my boxes again. I'm hoping with the next game, there's like double the amount of boxes. There's no reason for a limit. There's no reason. They don't have to limit them. They just do. I should be able to catch as many Pokemon as I want. There should be double the amount of boxes there are now. There should be a mass release feature. I need it. Gen 10, kind of crazy to say that out loud, but Gen 10 needs to come through with
I have considered the visions
with all these
of
quality of life
plaguing me on
features.
This strange journey. This insubstantial pageant all around me. And I have asked myself, is this Hades? Are these the Blessed Isles? For I never believed that such things existed, except as made by the hands of the living. The conclusion I have come to frightens me. But I must face it. It is not this island that is insubstantial, but I. Straton of Stagira is dead.
What the fuck is that?
He has been dead for many ages of the world. I am a ghost. A flicker of memory, soon to be extinguished. And yet, I am pleased. Perhaps I did not live a good life, but I lived a necessary one. I am gone, but humankind abides, and the flame of Prometheus still burns. In its bright light, I will rest easy, knowing that my work is accomplished.
Okay, girl. I got all those Straton of Strateria logs. I got all those. I don't know about these ones. It's very possible that I've missed 1 or 2 of these, but we'll see. This one though, what the fuck is this? Is this Miltohim? I think it might be. It's red. There's never been a red figure like this before. So either this is like Miranda or Miltohim.
I'm tired of waiting.
Oh, it's Miranda. Oh shit.
Sometimes I think Mother is stalling. Like, we could already be done with this, but she's afraid of what will happen if we contact New Jerusalem. Our discoveries are amazing, world-changing. But how much longer can we sit around on this island? None of it means anything if people don't know about it. Can they really be so afraid of change?
Mine's a pre-built. I would probably get a custom one if I do decide to go that route. I was about to say, one of the things that took me a bit away from Pokemon is the mass release BS. It seems like such a small thing, seems like such an obvious thing. I don't think the Pokemon company realizes just how big like the shiny hunting community is and like all that stuff. And I mean it's mainly shiny hunting that it affects, but it also affects just if I want to catch a bunch of Pokemon just for fun and then let them go, I can't do that because I have to do it one by one. So Gen 10, number 1, needs to 100% be perfect on the frame rate issues and solve all that bullshit that happened with Gen 9. It'd be nice if it looked good. It'd be nice if the textures didn't look kind of iffy in a lot of areas. And also, these quality of life features that should have been in the game generations ago, mass releasing, like a lot more boxes, things like that, they're a must as well. I feel like Generation 10 is such a big milestone. It has to be definitive and like the best. It has to. Nowadays I just catch the shiny in Pokemon Go and transfer it over. I see. Do you have any Pokemon on the 3DS games? Like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and things like that? Because if there's any Pokemon you want to keep, any shiny Pokemon, any legendary Pokemon, mythical Pokemon from those games, be sure to transfer them into home. I know they said they're gonna, even though the eShop has like closed or whatever, they said they're gonna keep Pokemon. What is that 3DS one called? It's like Pokemon Home, but it's not called Pokemon Home. They said that feature is gonna remain, but I think it's maybe gonna end at some point in the future. So, if there's any Pokemon in those games that you want to keep, be sure to transfer those into home as well. Personally, the only 3DS Pokemon game that I own is Pokemon Sun, and I didn't even scratch the surface of that game. So yeah, I don't think I have to worry about that. But I think, I don't know, shiny hunting in Pokemon Go seems weird. I know that the odds for shinies are better in Pokemon Go, but like, I don't know. I have some problems with it. Oh, I mean, when it comes to shiny hunting in the overworld, that is something I really like about Scarlet and Violet, is being able to visually see the difference in the shiny. Of course, some shinies visually are very similar and hard to tell apart, but you can still use the auto battling feature to like get past that. I know a lot of people were complaining that they took away the feature from Legends Arceus where it would make a noise. That doesn't really bother me all that much. I feel like that would almost make it too easy. Which, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just nitpicky. I honestly, I don't really think it would make much of a difference if there was just like a little sound in there to let you know that one had spawned. So I don't know. I hope for Gen 10, which is probably going to be revealed in 2024, mind you. I hope in Gen 10 there's like a good combination of all of those features. Which is kind of crazy to think about. 2024, we're already gonna like know what the next gen is. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they'll postpone it to 2025. But I'm guessing the new console, whether it's like a Switch 2 or it's a new console entirely, probably a Switch 2. I think the reveal for that is like very soon. It's probably 2024, and I think the next Pokemon game is also going to be in that year. Okay, I think I've explored most of this place. Although I say that and then I still haven't found the lab. So have I? Just as I say that, oh my god, just as I say I haven't found the lab, I find the lab. I don't think that's the first time that's happened either. Oh, I'm getting all these trophies. I got a trophy for getting all the Trevor logs, all the Lithosphere logs. Now I got a trophy for finding all the labs. The game is really almost over. I'm kind of sad, because I've really been enjoying this game. Okay, so this lab, normally when we go to a lab, it would show us a new feature, like a prototype of one of the puzzle mechanics, and it was kind of like foreshadowing for what's to come. This one has like a projection of the megastructure, so this is going to be interesting. Is there anything back here? What is this? Okay, and there's some stuff here. I guess I'll read this first to see what this is. Motherhood. From Motherhood 12 Essays by Inessa Pichot. Sometimes I imagine myself following the wow. Okay, me trying to read fast and then they throw that word in there. Matrilineal lineup. Against the river of time to the lives of my distant great-grandmothers. I try to imagine the sheer horror of motherhood, the agony of childbirth, the risk of death with every birth, the certainty of losing some of one's children. To us now, the loss of a child is a horror almost beyond words. A grief so deep, it seems almost insurmountable. I try to imagine what it meant to live in a world where it was a ubiquitous reality, where you could only choose to respond with either an ever-deepening pain or an inhuman numbness, and all of it tied to the foundation stone of your existence, the body. This journey to the past reminded me that my freedom as a woman is on some level technological, which, without medical technologies, I am reduced to the cruel logic of nature, which cares about nothing except reproduction. Without machines, I become a machine. Interesting. Only machines allow us to be more than machines ourselves. Interesting. Very interesting point, Miss Inessa. I guess, yeah, I mean, 2,000 years ago, or 2023 years ago, you're giving birth in a barn. Miss Mary Magdalene. Or, wait, is her last name Magdalene? Oh, wait, no, that's a different person, maybe. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't know the Bible lore. I'm not caught up on the lore from 2,000 years ago. Um, and yeah, it's like crazy. There's no like medicine. There's nothing for the pain. There's no epidurals. There's no C-sections. There's no stitching after you give birth. There's no like pain reduction or like drugs or anything. It's like so much of it is up to chance. Like you just have to hope that the baby is in the right position. It's not like turned around. Everything's going well. You just have to hope. There's nothing you can do. Like that is crazy to think about. I can't even imagine. Like without modern medicine, there would just be so many deaths in childbirth, dead children, like crazy. So I guess harking back on the point, like yeah, I think that's what this is saying really. Like without modern medicine and like machines and things like that to basically ensure or close to ensure that processes like that go very smoothly, then it would be a bad time. That's my take on it. That's my 2 cents. Nowadays I just catch. Oh wait, I read that. Well, from Spugna, interesting name, to Athena. Dear founder, I heard a story that you left because you had discovered a way for us to become beings of flesh. Oh. Please, founder, if this is true, please tell me how to achieve this miracle. I hate being a creature of metal and plastic, an abomination to the earth. Every day I curse myself for being immortal, for mindlessly consuming energy, for being so unlike the graceful animals to whom the planet truly belongs. I have stripped as many parts from this vile skeleton as I can, but it's not enough. I'm still a machine. For the longest time, I couldn't understand the source of my unhappiness, and I sought to blame our mayor and his associates for the decisions that made my life so miserable, but now I see that my problems aren't external at all. It's all me. If I could change myself, if I could make myself truly human, I would be happy. Please, founder, take pity on me. Interesting. I mean, you can still kill yourself. That's a possibility if you want to die. um, how many years do you want? I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like he's lying. There's no way, given the choice, they'd be like, "Yeah, give me 10 years to live." Like, no. He'd probably be like, "Okay, you can make me human? Great. Give me 1,000-year lifespan." Like, okay. That you're not really human, bitch. You get 80 years tops. And you've already lived hundreds of years. So if you want to be human, then your time's already up and you can just die. Anyway, shout out to Spugna. ASMR. From Hypatia. So much from Hypatia. Dear Athena, I've been following the expedition to this incredible machine you've built. I don't know what's going on, and I wish Cornelius had told us the truth before he vanished. I wish both of you had told us everything from the beginning, to be honest. It was unfair to just abandon us. But then I abandoned you too, didn't I? After we lost Serapai, I couldn't see anything except the unbearable permanence of our absence. It took me centuries to start getting involved again. But I did. Athena, I came back, and so can you. Love, Hypatia. I guess, yeah, Athena has lost Miranda. Like, that is... I feel like that is the pivot point. That is like a big pivot point into like the kind of plot themes is like Miranda's died and now we're learning about like Hypatia's love and oh, they're dead and like all this stuff. I think that's kind of becoming a bigger theme. I can't jump up here. Okay, let's see what this is then. From Cornelius to Athena. I don't know if you're there or why you're not answering. It's been a long time, but I think about you and Miranda every day. In fact, I've been using the museum to further my research. I think there is hope. You know, I wouldn't say this lightly. Please respond. I will return as soon as I can. I'll steal a VTOL if I have to. Oh shit. We need to see Cornelius. I don't even know if we've met Cornelius. I know Cornelius is like the museum curator. We might have met him on our first trip, like our first exploration of New Jerusalem. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting. So Cornelius doesn't even know where Athena is. She just kind of went radio silent. I wonder if maybe she is isolating herself on purpose, or if maybe it is a situation with like Pandora has like went rogue. Honestly, I don't think so. If I have to be honest, I don't think so. I feel like I said, the way that the plot is going and like they lost Miranda and like it's kind of like I mean a big theme of Talos Principle 1 and 2 is like what it means to be human, and they touched on like experiencing love and like they can feel that and everything, which I don't think they did in the first game. So in this game they did that, but they're also touching on like loss, and like that's also a big part of like being human, is like dealing with loss and like grief and everything. I feel like that is maybe what the story is going to be at its core, and Athena is just probably isolating herself or like dealing with that grief or something like that. I don't know. I feel like that's maybe where it's headed, if I had to guess. Remaining instabilities eliminated. Final confirmation. Successfully deployed. It is done. What now? Oh. This is the Noma project. Was making the megastructure, I think. And this lab was probably like, I don't know, to like build the megastructure or something. Interesting. So what that log just revealed, I think, was probably the building of the megastructure. This one right here. And it took them how many trials? It took them 90,058. Version 1 successfully deployed. It's done. What now? So this is what they were working towards. But I don't know. Or I guess maybe that's like... Oh, right, okay. I think maybe the Noma project is like... being able to like make things and like actually use the... like have the ability to like build things with this matter thingy or whatever, this like purple particle thing. And I guess like the megastructure was maybe one of the first things they made, I guess. That's what these labs are for, I guess. I think that's what these labs were leading up to. And like that's what the Noma project was. Maybe, if I had to guess. So I wonder, does that mean Athena built all of these puzzles by herself? Interesting. Surely not. I feel like maybe she would have at the very least had Cornelius's help. I don't remember. I don't remember if we got any logs that kind of hinted on that. I think we found most of the stuff though. Maybe. There's maybe like one log we're missing. I'm not sure. There's a question mark I'm headed to. Maybe I should go over there and see what it is. Are there any more? Is that a question mark? That is a question mark. Wait, where'd it go? Is that over there? Oh wait, it's right there. I want to see what these question marks are. I mean, they're probably... They're probably... triangle thingy? Oh wait, oh no, I've already found that. They're probably like forgotten puzzles? Pretty far away though. Okay, it's over this way. Did I not check over here already? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I just didn't go down there and like mark it on my map. Or my compass rather. There we go. And then there's also another question mark, which I think is the other forgotten puzzle. I want to just mark it on my compass, just for my peace of mind. And then I'll get into the actual puzzles. I put a timer at the top that shows like my current session. It always takes like an hour to like explore and read everything. Before I actually get into the puzzles. And then surprisingly the puzzles don't take as long as I like feel like they would have. Oh yeah, and then I'm also gonna unlock the golden puzzles. You'll be able to see all the other areas as well, Slayer. Because I'll go back to all the other areas to see, Oh wait, it was that one. Yeah, that's right. Oh shit. Yeah, I'll have to go back to the other areas to solve the golden puzzles there. Okay, there we go. I think that's everything. There's 2 handprints there. I feel like I maybe am missing one, because I think I remember there usually being like three terminals. But then also, I would see a question mark. Otherwise, like I would see on the compass where they are if I had missed any. And I don't think there's any other question marks, unless that is one. Behind the megastructure symbol. Also, conversations with like Alcatraz and Yakut have kind of stopped. Early on, the first like maybe 4 or 5 areas, there were so many conversation topics and you could just find them walking about and talk to them about so many different things, but that's not really the case anymore, sadly. I don't think this is a question mark symbol, if I have to be honest. Wait, there is a question mark. Could this be? This has to be right. I don't know what else it could be. Oh, is it the Prometheus statue? Oh, never mind. Lame. I don't even know if there's a trophy for like finding all of the logs and everything like that. But if there is, I haven't got it yet. To be honest though, there are logs in the megastructure. It just, that would be kind of weird because you can't go back to the sections of the megastructure. So if you missed them, then you wouldn't be able to get them again and like get the trophy. You'd have to play the game again. Well, I guess I'll get started. This is puzzle 1 right here, so I'm right next to it. Let's see. I mean, maybe there's not going to be another puzzle element and they're just going to treat it as like a gauntlet type thing, but I kind of felt like maybe that would be the golden puzzles. Let's see. From within. Give me that. No new elements so far. Wait, is there no new element? Okay, if I activate this, it's gonna activate the fans. Naturally I go like this, but since there's 2 fans, it's still gonna blow me back. I can't do anything. So... what do I do? Here. Also, there's no new element. Yeah, there's no new element. So this is like a gauntlet type thing, which is interesting. There's 8 puzzles, or 10 I guess. So maybe they're just gonna go through all the different elements. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, because I would have thought they'd just save that for... I would have thought they'd just save that for... the golden puzzles. But anyway. From within. Why is it called from within? A lot of the time, the name of the puzzle helps with the solution. But this is important. The fact that I can look through this grate right here is important, because beams can go through the grate. I can also... oh, I get it. I understand. See, it's called from within, so... like that. You just kind of have to think about that. And like, why the name is like that. I put it behind there, and then I jam it, and then there we go. It activates. You can't what? Or were you talking about the puzzle?
In their notes, Athena and Cornelius called what they were doing the Noema Project. But in 1K's vision, they just called it the Machine. Because when you strip away all the fancy rhetoric, that's all it is. It's not a source of meaning or purpose. It's just another machine.
Okay, then what are you? What are you, babes? Oh yeah, you can't go back into the megastructure. I mean, when the story like calls for it, you can. But the sections that I've already been to, the three sections I've already been to, you can't go back there. Which makes sense, because it's pretty linear, and there's not a lot of reason to go back in there. But there are logs, like specific logs, so. Wait, are they just gonna restrict this area to like connectors and jammers and fans and stuff? If so, I kinda like that because the first game, it was a lot of this, it was a lot of like similar puzzle concepts just because there wasn't a whole lot of variety. With like the different elements and stuff. That's probably gonna do something, I don't know. Activating this also activates the fan, so I need to find a way to activate the door and then deactivate it. What was the name of the puzzle? Chicken Flight. Interesting. I guess if I go up here, it traps that in here. Which is actually not... That's not the greatest, actually. Now that I think about it... I don't want this to be in there. Is there no box either? That's interesting, because that's what I would have assumed, is that I'd have to put one of the connectors on a box, and it would kind of fly back and forth. Weird. I don't know why... Because when you put something here, without a box under it, it just goes like that. It doesn't... Wait... Could that work? Go, bitch, go. Wait, that might work. I don't even think that's the intended way, but that might work. Gag! Wait, I don't think that was intended. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even think that's the way you're meant to solve it. That definitely wasn't it. I definitely cheesed it and did it my own way. Well, I gotta go my own way. That's just the way it is. Sometimes you think outside the box. Sometimes you're a free thinker and like, you know, you have like a unique perspective on things. I guess I'm just one of those people. I do kind of want to know how this was supposed to be solved, though. Because... I mean, maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. I don't know, it just seemed a little bit... Because what was the point in the other... I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even going to question it. I solved it. Even if it wasn't the intended way, I solved it, so... You can all suck it. What is that from? What am I quoting? You can all suck it. And then I think they die, maybe. Is it from Scary Movie? Oh, I can't remember. At this point, I can't remember. Oh shit. Yeah, it's a lot of this. Okay. I mean, I like this. I like this because it's very reminiscent of the first game. That was fast. Yes, it was. It was, indeed. This is interesting. Right. Is this all I have to do? This doesn't seem right. I mean, it's a fun solution. These are like fun solutions, but also pretty simplistic.
The scale of it all is truly breathtaking.
It really is.
But is it a human scale? Or is it so enormous that it can only alienate us? Humans have always been happiest in small communities.
Why don't you keep your fucking opinions to yourself, Hermanibus? You're always just... Why are you so fucking negative all the time?
Paranoia, isolationism, and peasant mentality. Great for burning witches, not so great for personal freedom.
Oh?
Ever the pessimist?
I just got a trophy for finding every manifestation of the past, which means this is the last one.
In the simulation, I found myself thinking how hard it must have been for Alexandra to die without knowing if her sacrifices were worth it. It seemed like a tragic end to an inspiring, meaningful life. But now I realize her whole life must have been a struggle. To maintain that faith in humanity when so many people around her insisted that humans are evil, worthless, when they were so lost in self-hatred that they would call their own species a virus. How did she do it? How did she maintain her faith when they were so determined to hate themselves? So determined to reject every solution, every analysis, every step towards controlling the forces that were causing their problems, when they rejected even the concept of progress itself, and then patted themselves on the back for it as if that was original. When I look at the archives now, all I can see is that their leaders were short-sighted idiots and their intellectuals were unimaginative cowards. All they could offer people was a downward trend. Fewer rights, fewer freedoms, fewer resources for anything that mattered. They must have hated Alexandra and everything she stood for. So how did she have so much faith?
Well... Oh, that is satisfying. The fact that it all lines up perfectly. There's 12, and it's just like perfectly 3 rows, perfectly 3 rows, perfectly 3 rows. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Love that. So quick speed run. They'll maybe get much harder. It's interesting you say that because I thought that basically the first game, the puzzles are kind of like simple in like the first areas. As it goes on, you saw me spend like over 20 minutes on that one puzzle. That's every puzzle. In the first game, that's every puzzle. You're spending so much time, unless you look up the answer, on so many puzzles. Also, a lot of puzzles in the first game, I just had to look up the answer. I couldn't, I was spending a while on them, and I still couldn't even wrap my head around it. The star puzzles in this game that you see that are like the Prometheus statues and like the Sphinx statues and stuff like that, so simple to deal with in this game. There are some difficult ones, like the Pandora one from the previous area. That was difficult. In the first game, the star puzzles are so bullshit and like so beyond, like just so difficult to solve that I don't even know if I solved a quarter of them without looking the rest of them up. So the first game is way harder. Like, that is a given. They've dialed down the difficulty in this game, which I kind of like. It helps the flow of things. It ensures that I don't get stuck for like a long period of time, but it's still fun. It's still like a good challenge on all of the puzzles. But also when I started this game, I had that same mindset, like, oh, it's gonna start off easy, and then by the 12th area, which I'm on now, it's gonna be so difficult, and it's gonna take forever. But no, the formula for each area has been the same, and the puzzles have remained equally as difficult from the first area to the last area. They're more or less the same difficulty, but the scaling comes from like the number. So usually the 8th puzzle is like the hardest one, and then like these 2 forgotten puzzles are a little bit harder as well. They take a little bit longer. Other than that though, like puzzle 2 in this area is probably the same difficulty as puzzle 2 in every other area, which is not the case for the first game. Duality. Okay. Okay. If I had to guess, this would be something like okay. How am I gonna do this? I need one connector on this side so I can get the red beam. I need one connector on this side so I can activate the red beam. But this same connector, the one I'm holding, has to activate both these 2 things. That's a given. Let me just do that for now. And then what if I go like this? What does this prioritize? Nothing. So I probably have to utilize the door. That's probably what it is. It's based on the door. I mean, I don't know, because then there wouldn't be a window here. But then also... I was thinking like it would be... Oh, the window is for the other connector, I think. Not for this blue beam. So I think what I maybe have to do is... go like this for the red one. Oh wait, that doesn't line up. I need this to not be connected to that, and then I've got it. But I can't get through there without connecting it to that. Go like this. Okay, reset. Reset. No way of thinking. I have to do this. And this. One has to be on that side, one has to be on this side. Right? Because I can't... Like, I could click that, but that doesn't... Wait! Is this like another cheese? Am I able to... activate it through there? Maybe? Oh, it prioritizes the blue. Lame! Okay, well I can't cheese it, unfortunately. My instinct is telling me to put this here. I feel like this has to be here. But how am I gonna alter this without changing it to red? I mean, how am I gonna alter this and like change it to red is what I mean. Because I want that to be connected to this beam. But I think the only way I would be able to disconnect it from the blue is if this was the blue thingy. Right. Right. Okay. So I have to go like this. No. Connect that to that. Right. Right. But then I also have to connect this to this. And then go like this. Okay, there we go. I mean, I was kind of overthinking it a little bit, but I got there in the end. Oh.
Hey, 1K. I wanted to take a moment to talk to you. I know we're all worried about Byron, especially Al, and I don't want to minimize what happened. But now that the mayor's here, I'm afraid they're going to take this and turn it into a reason to bury their head in the sand.
Let's kill them.
Yes, Byron was rash. He wanted to find Athena so badly that it made him blind. But the thing is, he was right. He was completely and utterly right about what this technology could mean to us. I didn't see it at first, but now it couldn't be more clear to me. The theory of everything is the future, and if we reject it, we're condemning ourselves to a slow death.
It's 11 to 12. There's fish in the bath. 9:30. Fish everywhere. I'm just thinking like the future. What if they just use this technology and cover everything in these buildings? You know what I mean? And I know there's been like running themes of like misanthropy and things like that in this game, in like the past specifically, but like it's just the case. I'm a bit of a misanthrope myself, and I feel like one of the biggest things I hate about humanity is like seeing nature and then seeing places like New York where it's like just concrete and like metal and fumes of like cars and shit like that, and then they've got like Grand Central Park or whatever the fuck they call it, and then it's just like this like methodically cut out rectangle of like plant life, and that's it. I don't know, it's so I hate humanity for that. And I always see pictures of like I mean, I'm saying I always see pictures of it as if I always see pictures, but I have in the past seen pictures of like New York when it was like less buildings and like older and like before. I always imagine like, oh, before all these buildings were here, it was like the way the way Central Park looks in New York, that's what it probably looked like everywhere before the buildings, you know? Like, that makes me so sad. That disheartens me a lot. And like, deforestation and like the Amazon rainforest constantly just like growing smaller and smaller. It's very shit. It's very shitty. And I always do kind of like the idea of I if I wanted to, I don't think it's legal for me to just go out into the jungle, chop down some trees, and just, or the jungle, I mean the forest, and just build a log cabin and live there. I don't know if that's legal. I don't think it is. Which is, like, that is crazy to me. That is absurd. I would need to, like, buy the land or, like, have a permit or something like that. That's crazy, because, like, 1,000 years ago, even 100 years ago, if I wanted to just, like, have a house and, like, make a house or something, I could just go, you know what I'm trying to get at? Whereas in today's time, it's like everything is like perfectly road houses and like everything looks the same, and it's like these neighborhoods that are just like these plastic grass gardens that are like not real grass or whatever. Or like if it is real grass, it's like this perfect square, this like 10 by 10 feet square that's like this tiny patch of grass. I'm always thinking about like, you know, thousands of years ago, this was a forest, this was a jungle. I don't know. I think that's just my biggest thing. I always love in dystopian games or like shows or movies or something, seeing destroyed buildings that are like overgrown with plant life and things like that. I always love that because it's like, that is how it's gonna go. Once humanity's extinct and like there's nothing to upkeep the buildings or anything like that, give it a couple thousand years or whatever, plants are just gonna grow again. I don't know. I always think about that. I want to go back to like horses. Fuck cars. I want to go back to like dirt roads and horses and shit like that. Anyway, you're probably right. I have my reservations. I have my reservations. I mean, that's why I was talking about that. The reservations I have is because using this technology would just be humanity 2.0, and it's just like everything is going to get built over like the trees and everything like that, which I have a problem with.
I get it. I do. I'm not blind to the dangers. But all we do anymore is think about the worst case scenario. You know, I didn't even realise how much I'd limited my own imagination. How I'd talked myself into just accepting this incredibly poor future we'd been offered. A future where things just keep getting slightly worse every day, and we accept it because we're ashamed of ourselves. Not of something we've done, but just of our existence. Like we're a virus on this planet. Like our humanity is a sin. I'm so tired of it, 1K. I kept my head down. I focused on fixing things. But that's all I ever did. I never improved anything. I never built anything new. And when I imagine going on like this for thousands of years, that's a fate worse than death. It really is. We either live and grow and expand boldly and proudly, or we might as well switch ourselves off.
I do kind of agree with that. To be honest, it would get boring as fuck. If you're living for that long, you don't die. That's the thing, like, humanity human, whatever, or just life in general, it has meaning because you die. Like, if I live to 10,000 years, like, who gives a fuck? You know, whatever, but, you know, because you have like 80-ish years to live, you're gonna want to like try and make a mark, or like see the sights, or travel, or do whatever. These like new humans, these robots, whatever, they don't have that perspective. They could live forever. So, yeah, I guess I could see it from that perspective, that they'd want to like keep expanding and like keep growing and like doing new shit.
We better, because I don't think I can handle the alternative.
Don't love Melville. I really don't. But I feel like now I'm probably indifferent to her. Okay. Let's see. Puzzle 5. Rerouting. Okay, I have 2. Give me that. Oh. Wait, what does that even do? Oh, it opens. Oh, okay. Oh, you bitch. Oh, so I have to go like this first. Or, does this work? Wait, let's see. Oh. This should work. Yes. Oh, I should have placed it better, probably. Actually, I'd probably want to go like this. So I can grab this again. No! Why did that stop? Oh, because I didn't... I see my mistake. Okay, take 2. That was another thing in the first game. Because of like the turrets and the exploding fucking death orb thingies, there was a lot of resetting, and you had to like redo a lot. Like one mistake and you have to like redo like 12 different steps. Whereas this game, it feels like it's very simple to just like kind of reset and be like, okay, let me start over and think again. And then I think I can... Yes, okay. Oh my god, okay. This is tricky. Wait, how do I do this now? Oh god. Does this... Is this... Can I... Oh, yes. I thought I had to rewrite it one more time, but no, I was able to just get around the corner.
I'm not surprised that the founder chose you, 1K. You're very much like her. Inquisitive, intelligent, and dedicated. But remember, intelligence by itself has little value unless it is ethically applied.
Okay, girl. I remember back in high school, probably like my third year, we did a radio play. I was in drama. Big surprise. And not a lot of people picked that subject. There was only like maybe there was probably like 7 of us in that class. It wasn't a big class. Normally our class sizes are like 30-ish. But yeah, drama was a small class, and we did a radio play as part of like an assignment or whatever the fuck. So it was basically it was like using a lot of like sound and like things like that. So if there was footsteps, we would have someone on like on the wall, like knocking on the wall or something like that was like really making those effects. And I was playing Sherlock because it was like a Sherlock Holmes thing or something, and I was playing Sherlock. Herman Nibus's accent is probably exactly how I sounded. My accent was not the vibe, let's just say. It was really not that great. And I feel like I probably sounded like that in that radio play. Ooh, could I maybe... Oh, that's all I have to do as well. Interesting. And I would have to go like really... Oh! Wait, I forgot about the spark. Oh shit. Take me up. Wait. This thing? Let me up. Up. Wait, I'm confused. How do I get up there? This is supposed to be for like a second body. Is there like another body in there? Because like, yeah, the platforms are only for standing on, I think. I don't know if you can place anything on the platforms. Oh, I literally just solved it. All I had to do was this. There we go. But what is the platform for? That must be important. And where did that spark go? Oh, it's over there. Hi, Runa. How are you? He's calling you unethical? Well, that's Hermie. That's old Hermie the Third. Whenever I hear the name Hermie, I think of Superstar Saga. Mario and Luigi. There's a boss in that game called Hermie the Third, and it's a hermit crab, but the shell is made up to look like a Christmas tree, and it is kind of funny. Like when like Mario comes round, they think he's Santa because he's in like a red outfit. Yeah, it's funny. It's funny. You had to be there. You had to play the game to know. I love that game though. It's one of my favorites. And the only other Mario and Luigi game I've played is Dream Team, and I really like Dream Team as well. It doesn't top Superstar Saga, and I think I much prefer the more simplistic 2D style of the games, but I do like the 3D style as well. Oh my god, so dramatic. Just go. It's like spiraling around the whole time. Oh! Wait. Okay. Maybe that's the purpose of the triangles and the circles. Is that's where the power sources are for that purple stuff? Maybe that's why there's so much of that around. I don't know. It could be possible. Anyway, this is the last star.
God appears, and God is light, to those poor souls who dwell in night. But does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of day?
Okay. Okay, Prometheus, you should call Nikki up for a feature. Oh, this is the wrong one. Wait, what was the one I was working on? 6 is over here. This way. Ah! That spark made me travel far. I like this. There's not like a new... I mean, I would have liked a new element, but I like how it's kind of like a return to form. Where it feels a lot more similar to the first game. This is like kind of what the first game would do, is because there was only maybe like 5 or 6 different elements to the puzzles. It was a lot of the same elements being used in so many different ways. It was kind of like, I mean, there were points where it felt like it was kind of being a dead horse, but yeah, I guess it kind of ensured that there was no stone left unturned. They kind of explored every possible thing. Okay, so it's called mobile... Well, if I put this here, can I put this on here? No, see, that's what I thought. What if I put this like this? It doesn't work. So... I don't understand. What is the point in the platform? There must be like a second like avatar somewhere, because that's what the platforms are for. That's like the purpose of the platforms. Wait. Uh-oh. They didn't think that through. I just cheesed another puzzle. They didn't... Okay. Well, I mean, if it's in the game... but I really want to know how this puzzle is supposed to go. Oh, that's kind of sad. Well, I'll stay here for like 2 minutes and try and figure it out. Hell yeah. I mean, it's in the game, so it's not my fault. They should have bug tested. They should have had better bug I've always said I'd be such a good bug tester because I explore every nook and cranny. I'd be such a good beta tester because this is the shit that I find. It's like little secret little thingies like that. I'm like jumping up every wall, things like that. Okay, how was this puzzle supposed to be solved? There's this platform here, but the thing with this platform is it doesn't work. it only allows you to stand on it. So I don't understand. I don't understand how this is supposed to work. Because there's not like a second avatar that I can use? Like a clone? So why is there a platform here? And there's not like a Athena puzzle or anything like that. It's not like I have to take these elements outside the puzzles. Which I mean I probably could because I can jump up here. Yep, I can. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe I'm supposed to take these outside of the puzzle for some reason. I can get up to this area. There's nothing out here. Let me see. What was the puzzle called? I think it was like mobile instruments. This doesn't get, if it's on the box, this doesn't get high enough to go up there. Maybe if I mean, I don't know. This probably isn't going to do anything. I'm not going to think about it any longer. I'm gonna leave it at that. What I will do is take these elements outside the puzzle. Because although there isn't an Athena, or not an Athena, a Pandora. Although there isn't a Pandora puzzle this time around, I don't care. There might be something. There may be like a special something that requires these things. So I guess I'll just leave them there. Puzzle 7 is this way. Come on, Dominos. Everybody, let's go. Come on, let's get to it. You know that we can do it. Oh, where's my compass? Did me cheesing that puzzle like get rid of my compass or something? It still thinks I'm in that puzzle, that's why. Because I didn't leave through the purple barrier. I jumped over the edge. And it gets rid of your puzzle, it gets rid of your compass when you go into a puzzle. So I guess if I go in and out of this puzzle, it will come back. Let's see. Yeah. Gateway switch. Okay. The goal is over there. What stops the light? Is there a jammer? There's a jammer, okay. Give me this. Boom, boom. Oh, actually, I probably want to go like this. Yeah. Yeah. And then go like this. But that lets me... Oh, that doesn't let me out of here. Oh, really? How do I... Is there something I'm missing? I don't think I'm gonna be able to I don't think I'm gonna be able to take this jammer out of here. So then why can I even open that gate? What is the purpose? Oh, so I can take this out. Right. Oh. Never mind. Okay, I can't take it out. Right, there we go. Okay, I have these elements now. Now what? Huh. I feel like... It's interesting that there's gaps in here. Like, I think I'm supposed to take my jammer through there, and then... I think it's gonna be something like this, where I have to, like, jam that gate, and then go back and forth. So... Let me take both of these, and then go 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put it right here. I'm gonna take this, and then I'm gonna jam that. But then I can't get through. So I feel like... How am I gonna... Oh... I have to go like this and this as well. Damn. I know that that's open. I have to... Oh, what about... How do I do that? Uh-oh. Wait. I was just joking. Let me go back. Oh, there we go. It just... okay, it just flips it on its own. Okay, that was cool. I like that puzzle. More Elden Ring symbols.
Have you found any signs of Cornelius? Could he have returned to the island?
Nothing so far. But he knows this place better than any of us, and we have no idea what he's up to.
He would have had to take a VTOL. Which means... No, he didn't. Right? He said that in his log thingy. He would have had to take a VTOL. Let's see. Puzzle 8 is over here. Come on, Dominoes. Everybody, let's go. Come on, let's get to it. I know that we can do it. Photon sail. Interesting. Oh, okay, so they're reintroducing this mechanic with the swapper pedestal thingy. Whee! Oh, it doesn't even let me jump when I'm standing on that thingy. That's strange. Should I maybe put this like right here? Am I able to... I'm also able to grab the fan. That's interesting. Let me take this, swap that. Now I have a box. And I can also grab this box. I don't know if I want to swap. Do I need... Let me see. Because this is just a regular barrier. Wait, this is so interesting. Photon sail. So I need a sail. I need to sail across the photon thingy, the photon barrier. Is that what that means? But then there's also this fan, which is... That's actually probably very important, now that I think about it, right? I can't take this fan either, right? No. I'm gonna jump here, and I'm gonna swap this for now. I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna take the fan, because I don't even need it. I don't even need to go over there. I'm gonna use that as a little pressure pad thingy. Wait, I understand. Wait, this is such a cool puzzle. Okay, I get it. I don't need this beam, but I just needed it to get the fan. So, come up here. I'm gonna just drop this here for now. Get the other one. And because items can't go through the purple barriers, I can just place it on there. And it's like a back and forth. Okay. Okay, this is fun. This is cute. Okay, I can probably... Yeah. That's cool. I like that one.
An excellent solution.
I agree. Okay. Those were some fun puzzles. I guess I'll just keep the momentum going and do the forgotten puzzles as well, because it's the last two. There are going to be puzzles in the megastructure, I'm guessing, and there's also the golden puzzles, but as far as regular puzzles go, these are the last ones we have to do before we unlock the golden puzzles, which is really exciting. This one looks so official. The way she said, I agree. Alternator. Where's the red? Oh, it's right there. Is this all I had to do? Does that work? Oh, no, because it doesn't, I probably have to put it here, right? No, because that is... Okay. Did I put it in front? Like here? Would that work? How do I do this? Huh. Let me in! Maybe the second connector is like a red herring? That's my best guess. Well, no, because then when this is down, it's not even going to do anything. But maybe I just have to connect this to this? Or, this? I don't even... Is this gonna work? Okay, I don't know how this works. I honestly, I just guessed. I just did a bunch of random things, and somehow that worked. There was probably a simpler solution and like less connections I could have made, but whatever. And the last one is over here. Oh, is this Melville? What do you have to say?
Yes?
Do you think I did the right thing about the Somnodrome?
I do, but I also don't really care all that much. I think what really matters is what we do about the theory of everything. The rest is a footnote.
Okay, 1 second. Help the killer! He's escaping! Help me! Okay, last puzzle. I remember watching that moment in the show. Oh, I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I don't even remember why she did that. I'm gonna have to like rewatch the show at some point. I mean, I'm kind of glad. I like forgetting things about shows because it lets me like almost kind of watch it for the first time again. So whenever I do rewatch American Horror Story, it's kind of gonna be like watching it for the first time again, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, there's water on the ground. Hexahedral stacking. I wonder if I'm gonna have to stack the hexahedrons. Let's see. Where's the red? What? Oh, it's... How did I not even notice that? It's literally right there. Wait, no. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for, the red... like, receiver part of it. Where is it? Interesting. So there's no red receiver. That tells me that I have to use this as some sort of disconnection thingy. So first off, put the boxes here to block the beam. Move this here. Why is that like that? Oh, because the beam, fuck. Okay. Yeah, I need it more to the right. Keep this connection, go like this, put this here, and then if I take this away, yeah, it opens up. Okay. Pretty simple. I got a trophy. Solve all regular puzzles. Yay! And now I just have to enter the final tower. Oh my god. The end is in sight. Like, I'm almost done. Crazy. I'm glad this didn't take me longer than 2 months. It definitely could have. If I didn't stream as regular, it definitely could have. Wait, where's this? Oh, it's over there. The bridge. Oh look, it's still traveling. That thingy. Byron's probably been made into a toaster. We're coming, Byron. Don't worry. We're gonna get you out of there. I love this music. Oh, there we go. What are these things? Wait. Why does that look kind of familiar? Whoa. I'm guessing I'm gonna see something here. Oh my god, it's a tall one.
You have heard the myths of gods and titans. But as you approach the end of your journey, I will tell you the truth that all men fear. The truth that neither Pandora nor the Sphinx will face. There are no gods, son of man. There are no titans, no heroes to save you, no divine judge to weigh your soul against a feather. Nature has no will, and she is not your mother. There is only you, and the spark of the sublime that is your mind. As for myself, I never brought the flame to humankind as the stories tell. I only showed you where it was within yourselves.
Interesting. I was just rereading that. You must learn to wield the flame to illuminate the universe. Wait, that's interesting. So Prometheus didn't give them the flame. He just showed them where it was. Which is interesting. And that's what he did at the beginning of the story. The flame is a metaphor for like the megastructure and its power. He didn't like give us that power, he just showed it where it was. Showed us where it was. Wait, let me read this again. Nature has no will, she's not your mother. There's only you and the spark of the sublime that's your mind. I just need you to help me find Byron. I mean, I have said that. I've said something about Byron at like 4 or 5 of the towers now. Well, maybe like 3 or 4, because I've only been to... This is my 6th one after Byron was taken. So... And they didn't really give me much to go on. Mainly Pandora, Pandora was like, loyalty is a nice trait, but, you know, it might lead you down the wrong path or some shit like that. Maybe Prometheus would be a lot more upfront about me, but at this point, I'm gonna find Byron very soon anyway, probably, so I don't even know if that's worth it. I'd rather get more info on, like, the Sublime or something. All myths have an elephant... have an elephant? Yes! All myths have an element of truth. I mean, I've said something like that before. You're wrong, nature. You're wrong! Nature is the living force. It has purpose and will. You must learn to wield the flame to illuminate the universe. I'm just gonna say, what is the Sublime? Give me some deets.
It is that voice within you which says, I am that I am. I will be what I will be.
Yeah, the voice actor for Elohim is definitely the same as Prometheus. 100%. It has to be. Oh, and I can see multiple things as well. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's new. I'm gonna say... Mind you, this is literally just... He's just like an algorithm, you know what I mean? Just talking to me, so... Of course he's gonna want me to use his, like, thing. You know, of course he's gonna want me to, like, spread his seed across the world. He's probably programmed to say that. I'm gonna... Oh, okay, I'll just say I need you to help me find Byron.
As you freed me, so I will help you free your friend. When you are within Olympus, follow my signs.
Okay. Wait, could I have said everything else before I said help me find Byron?
All right, it's time to do this. Let's go get Byron.
Yay! Okay. I'm gonna get Byron next time. I'm assuming it's gonna be the end of the game. More than likely. So, I'm not gonna do that right. Or maybe I should. I've only been streaming for 2 hours 20 minutes. Or maybe I should do the gold puzzles instead. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just round up all the gold puzzles first. Because they are unlocked now. Oh, I fell. So maybe I should do that. Like a kind of overview of all the other areas. Oh wait, there's other things first. Wait, let me look at these things. Gold puzzle activation. I'm basing this on Athena's descriptions of the simulation and what little sense I've managed to make of the megastructure systems. I think the gold puzzles are meant to open up when every other puzzle has been solved, and solving them will lead to something. In the simulation, trying to solve every puzzle instead of trying to defy Elohim was actually negative. No idea if the same applies here. In any case, I suspect the puzzles won't open up until Byron's logged out. They represent the highest level of security and undoubtedly hide something important. As long as an unauthorized user is logged in, the system will stay there in some degree of lockdown. No! Oh wait, so I have to free Byron first. And then once I leave the megastructure, I can do the golden puzzles then? Is that it? Interesting. Okay. Oh. I mean, I want to double check and look at one of the golden puzzles first. But yeah, the star map thingy, I'm definitely going to do that. I don't know if that's going to be anything crazy, but I'm definitely going to check that out as well. Looks like a lot of people are getting excited about how things are going to change, but all I can see is another repetition of the same mistakes. Ecocide, hubris, self-destruction. Why would anything be different this time? We just need to get it right once and the cycle will be broken. I'm beginning to fear we're taking the wrong path. You have to hope, even if it's not rational. Sure. So just have faith. Oh shit. Okay, you made a point. You made that one point. Zimiamvia. Wasn't not having faith the whole point of what Athena experienced with Elohim? Wasn't that... Achoo! Bless me, thank me, I'm welcome. Wasn't not having faith the whole point of what Athena experienced with Elohim? Wasn't this stupidity of faith confirmed by the whole founder nonsense? The point of Athena's experience in the simulation was questioning, not total aimless doubt. Well, yeah, I mean, faith is like technology, it depends on how you apply it. That does make sense because it does depend on how you apply it. In the simulation, Athena, like, ignored the faith of Elohim and instead put the faith in the opposite. Put faith in defying Elohim. So I guess, yeah, it just depends where you place it. Yeah. I never heard it put that way. So you mean faith is a tool you consciously choose to use? Interesting. Maybe, actually. It has to be an act of will, not obedience. Faith can be applied to things that deserve it and things that don't. Interesting. Interesting. Faith can be applied to things that deserve it and things that don't. I'm gonna just be definitive and say yes, exactly. It has to be an act of will, not obedience. That really speaks to me, which is extremely surprising, to be honest. I always thought faith was just a way of giving up control over yourself. Maybe I need to reconsider some things. Thanks, 1K. It kind of spoke to me as well a little bit. I didn't really think of it in that way before. Like, using faith as a tool, choosing what to have faith in, and like, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I like that concept. Stilton says, I've been around a long time. If I'd been born a bit earlier, I'd be a first companion. So I've seen the ups and downs of this city, although in recent years, I've kept to myself. Now I'd like to pose a question. I don't have an answer in mind, I just really like to hear what everyone thinks. I have no doubt that Athena's theory of everything would change our lives. But do you think that perhaps we're better off not knowing? That perhaps having all the answers would just make the universe boring? The ancient writers showed that knowledge can lead to cynicism. We must maintain a sense of wonder. We must maintain the sense of wonder of a child. The theory of everything wouldn't be the end of our journey. It would only be the next step. It would equip us to ask the next set of questions, to explore new possibilities, and to discover and create new wonders. To believe that the universe can be understood or described in objective terms is pure scientism. Nothing exists. Even if something exists, nothing can really be known about it. And even if something can somehow be known about it, information about it can't be communicated. And even if it could be communicated, it would not be understood. Okay, what the fuck are you saying at this point? To believe that the universe can be understood or described in objective terms is pure scientism. Just the universe, I guess. But then he says nothing exists. Even if something exists, nothing can really be known about it. What are you talking about? What are you on about? Water exists, and I know what it's made of. I know that it's like 70% of my body, and I need to drink it to survive. Like, I don't know what they're trying to get at here. Nothing exists. Nothing can really be known about it. It wouldn't be understood. Like, what are they talking about? I think they're just trying to say that science means nothing, and they're going completely on like subjective opinions on things, I guess. But there are objective truths to the world. That's just the case. So I don't know. I think that was why I was having a hard time understanding what they were saying, because they're trying to reject like the objective truths. The truth can be harsh. It's possible that the theory of everything would reveal facts that we'd find hard to deal with. That doesn't mean we should not confront those facts and their own ethical responsibilities. What am I even replying to at this point? Do you think that perhaps we're better off not knowing? Perhaps having all the answers would just make the universe boring? Is it really all the answers though? I don't think so. And you can also like choose. You don't have to use this like the theory of everything for like everything. You know? If you want to just do shit the hard way, you can do that. Okay, I don't agree with Maldug. I don't agree with Belmarsh. Theory of everything wouldn't be the end of our journey. It would only be the next step. It would equip us to ask the next set of questions, to explore new possibilities, and to discover and create new wonders. The truth can be harsh. It's possible that the theory of everything would reveal the facts that we'd find hard to deal with. That doesn't mean we should not confront those. But I'm going to agree with Atal. Belmarsh really going through it. Thank you for your thoughtful comments. And by the way, 1K, thank you for all the hard work you've done for New Jerusalem. Solving all those puzzles is quite a gargantuan endeavor. Thank you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna wait, where's the golden... Wait, actually, now that I think about it, where is the golden puzzle in this area? I don't think I found it. There is a golden puzzle in this area, right? Yes. Okay, where is it? I don't see it on the compass, but I don't even remember if... Oh wait, I can just check that, right. It doesn't show up on the compass, but I can check the little plinth thingy. Where is it? Here. Okay, so it's over this way. Yeah, I don't think I found the golden puzzle actually. Or did I? Wait, it's this way. Down here? Is this it? Oh, I think I saw this from above. Yeah, I saw this from above. I was thinking like, what if I could go onto one of these... I could get on the track at some point and then I could just drop into the puzzle and solve it. Oh, I see. So I actually have to go in and out of the megastructure to activate this light. But every extra puzzle has lit up these lights. So this is the only thing I have to do. And once I go in the megastructure and come back out, I'll be able to do these golden puzzles. Does that mean that maybe the megastructure, this journey into the megastructure is not like the end of the game? I thought it would end the game and it would be like a final cutscene, but maybe there's something more after that? If I'm able to like actually go to the other areas and solve the gold puzzles. Travel to the megastructure.
Byron always called me a pessimist, but I don't think it's pessimistic to recognize our flaws, or to think the natural world is just as valuable as we are. If I was pessimistic, I wouldn't believe that we can turn our back on the old ways, or that we can find happiness in humility. But I do. I have hope, even if Byron could never see it that way.
Just fucking, just kiss already. Return to the VTOL. This is my favorite, is when it's like red sky. Yeah, this is my favorite. I love this. The pink clouds, the sun. Okay. I just, really quickly. Accept the golden puzzles. I'm 100% on everything. This is so satisfying to see. Yes. I love a percentage. I love seeing that 100%. I love seeing everything done. It gives me life. What was over here again? Oh, it was just, right, these little, I don't know, Tesla thingies or something, I don't know. Wait, I'm so excited to see what this does. Release stars.
My theory accounts for everything. It explains every aspect of the cosmos. There are no gaps, no errors, not even ambiguities. And it works, which is the ultimate proof. I can calculate the history of the universe from the Big Bang to the death of the last atom, but when I compare my calculations to the available data, there's one point which consistently doesn't match up. Billions of light years away in the void, there's an anomaly. It's been there since before the beginning of time, and I think it's waiting for us.
What? Excuse me? Huh? What? I got an achievement. It says, discover a vision of things to come. What? Huh? Excuse me? What the fuck was that? What was that? Side note, this is really pretty, this room. The reflection on the water. What the fuck was that? I'm so confused and scared. What was that? It was like, oh, okay. So Athena can calculate everything, but in the future there's like an anomaly waiting for us. And it was like a creepy like silhouette or outline of something. I'm scared. I don't know what that was. But okay. Is that like teasing a Talos Principle 3? Is that what that is? A Talos Principle 3 like teaser or something? I don't know. But I'm scared. That was creepy. Talos Principle 3 maybe? Yeah, I'm thinking that. Because there's no way that's related to this game. That's like... She's talking about far in the future. And there's no way they would make me get all the stars just to see that. Like, I don't... That doesn't make sense. It has to be something like Talos Principle 3. Which is really interesting. Because I never would have expected a Talos Principle 3. I didn't even expect a Talos Principle 2. They did give Talos Principle 1 DLC. I wasn't expecting Talos Principle 1 DLC. Like, yeah, it's very, very interesting. Which, come to think of it, they might just give us Talos Principle 2 DLC. I don't know what they could do. I don't know what sort of loose ends there could possibly be. To tie up. It's possible though. It's possible. There could be DLC for this game. And it could relate to that, but I don't know. Pretty interesting though, to say the least. Oh, and I got a new thingy as well. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Is this Jacques? Is this Jacques speaking? 420? Yeah. It's Jacques. I knew it. It is aliens. Take that, everyone who doubted it. Who doubted me. It's freaking aliens. It may be aliens, but it's so far away that it isn't going to matter for several billion years, if it ever does. Nevertheless, I knew it would be aliens eventually, and I was right. For a very broad definition of right. Let him have it. I love this. This is my favorite. Okay. Jacques can have that one. Jacques can have that little one moment. Let him relish in his alien moment. Alien superstar. That's funny. I like that. The little running joke coming full circle and having more meaning if you like collect all the stars. But they said that's several billion years in the future. To be fair, given this technology, I mean, it is open-ended. I haven't seen the ending yet, or endings, I'm not sure. But given this technology and everything, it's very open-ended. It leaves room for a third game. It does. Even though, like, after the first game, Athena escapes the simulation, the story could end there. Like, you wouldn't need a second game. Granted, the second game has been amazing. I've really, really enjoyed it, and I'm glad they made it, and I'm glad they expanded upon the story of the first game and, like, actually added way more to it, and, like, all these new NPCs and characters. What would that look like years and years in the future when this technology has been utilized and, like, there's multiple cities and, like, all these new things? Like, what could they do with this technology? And also, would the third game take place billions of years in the future? would the same NPCs still be here? Possibly. Like, I would actually really like to see that dynamic. That felt like an obvious cliffhanger. More to come, more to come. I'm definitely gonna, I'm definitely gonna like scroll the Talos Principle subreddit and see other people's thoughts, if they think it's like a third game as well. Instead of 1K, you'll be 1 billion! Wait, you might be onto something! You might be onto something. It could literally be some sort of allegory on the inevitability of repeating the mistakes of the past. Because the whole kind of premise of this game was like, don't repeat the mistakes of the humans, don't overpopulate, that type of thing. Maybe in the third game, it's revealed that they don't listen to those warnings and things like that, and they do end up using this technology for more than necessary or something like that. I actually don't know. Maybe we would just play 1K again, because they're such a main character now, even though they're the most basic default color and everything. But like, even the pro tag from the first game, even though they didn't have a name at that point, Athena, they're also now a main character in this game. So if the third game is a thing, 1K at the very least would probably be... They would probably have to be the main character, because I can't imagine what 1K's voice sounds like. That being said, there was a joke very early on, if you talk to Helga, you could buy a inner voice, like a voice that like talked to you in your head, and that I think was like the player's voice. So maybe. And also from the first game, I couldn't really imagine what the main character sounded like at that point, but now all I can hear is Athena's voice, and it's like, that's it, that's the main character's voice from the first game.
1K, a word please, without the streaming. I'm afraid your choices have put me into a difficult position.
Streaming stop.
Belief in the goal was already waning, but your revelation in the Somnodrome may have given it the final blow.
It was the truth.
I'm sure it was, and I don't even disagree. No one really has all the answers, not even the founder, but that doesn't mean that we don't need the goal. Look, let me speak plainly for a moment.
Please do, darling.
I both know that I exaggerated. I built a myth around Athena that does not reflect what she believed. But you have to understand, it wasn't really about her. It was about what the city needed. It was about keeping us together, invested in a common narrative. And it was about preventing us from going the way of our ancestors. Because temptation is real, and our flaws are still the same.
He sounds like Hermie Imagine. I mean, I think he did have an English accent, but it wasn't like this. So you admit that the goal is a myth. So you admit the goal was a myth, darling.
I'm not a fanatic or a fool, 1K.
Let me turn streaming back
Although
on
I
and
sometimes
expose
play
him.
one. I'm just trying to do the right thing. I know I can't stop you from trying to save Byron, but what's in that pyramid could destroy everything I've tried to build.
The myth of the goal must be preserved to prevent us from repeating the mistakes of our ancestors. I wonder how different the endings of this game could be depending on the choices. I really wonder. I'm assuming you're not gonna like play or maybe watch a let's play of the first game, Slayer. So spoilers for the endings of the first game. You can mute me if you want to, or I don't know if you want to listen. The first game, there was like 3 main endings. I guess there were 4. One of the endings was you listen to uh Elohim. You like have that faith in him, and when you finish all the puzzles, you just do the puzzles, you clear the whatever, then you go through the light at the end, like the door at the end. That's it. That's the ending. The ending is like basically you get like rebooted or like uploaded, and then the process starts over with another one, and that's how it went for everyone, or most, all but 3, I think, before. Well, not 3, all but maybe 20 or something before Athena. 3 of them. 3 of them did every puzzle. That's what they were talking about before, was how clearing every puzzle was a negative thing. And that's because when you cleared every puzzle, you got all of the stars, and you went and did the extra puzzles that you unlocked because you got the stars. Once you did all those, you can become a messenger. And there were 3 messengers, and they were kind of like the devotees of Elohim, and they would basically you could basically get a hint from them in a puzzle or something like that, or like solve the puzzle, something like that. So that was one of the endings, is becoming a messenger, and basically just like sacrificing yourself for the greater good, and like that type of thing. So that was one. The other people that I was talking about, like the 20 or so, the 3 became the messenger. The other ones, they went to Gehenna. That's what the DLC is about, is Road to Gehenna. And it's basically this extra place where Elohim imprisoned anyone who didn't follow his word. And he just kind of like put them there. And the Gehenna DLC, Road to Gehenna, he basically sends, I can't remember who it is, he sends one of the main characters down there, and to like save them, to basically correct his wrongdoing. And in Gehenna, they had basically, because they're trapped, they had made a community in the terminals, and basically made like art and text adventures and games and stories and stuff. That's why you saw in the Gehenna Memorial those like text adventures, and like the weird story with Jeff Goldblum or whatever, like all Jefferson Goldblum, all those things. That's what that was relating to. And the other ending, the last one, was basically escaping the simulation. It was the real ending. It was defying Elohim. Elohim's like biggest thing was like, you can go wherever, you can explore the garden, you can solve the puzzles, but you can't go up the tower. So if you go up the tower, you can basically get to the top and defy Elohim, and that was the point. That was the point of the simulation, was creating intelligent life that had the capacity to think for itself and decide for itself, instead of just like following in the footsteps of every past iteration and like following Elohim's word. And that's what Athena did, which was like ascending the tower and escaping the simulation. And then the game ended with basically waking up in that same room that you wake up in the beginning of Talos Principle II, and like walking outside at the dam and like looking over like the valley. Why did I even bring that up? Why did I even bring that up? Was it something they said? Wait, why did I bring that up? I already forgot. There was definitely a point I was trying to make, but I already can't remember it. Do you remember? You can shove your goal where the sun don't shine. That option. Maybe I should click that one. The myth of the goal must be preserved to prevent us from repeating the mistakes of our ancestors. It might be related to that. The myth of the goal must be preserved to prevent us from repeating the mistakes of our ancestors. Oh yeah, I was talking about how different the endings were. So those were the endings, and it was basically dependent on what you did in the game. But I know there's multiple endings to this game. I wonder how different they could be. Because if I were to say if I were to be really reserved and like we shouldn't go in the megastructure, we shouldn't do this, we should listen to Hermanibus, we should do this. I wonder if like the ending of the game would be something like we literally just ignore the megastructure and we just destroy it or something like that. Whereas another ending could be we ignore Hermanibus, we embrace the megastructure and like use its power, that type of thing. That's what I was getting at. I was just trying to speculate on how different the endings could be. Because I could say right now the myth of the goal must be preserved. And that could change things. That could kind of show where I stand and like alter some things. I don't know. I'll have to look up after like the different endings and things like that. I might make a cloud save. I don't know if I'm able to load the first game. There was a certain cutoff point. You could load back previous files because it was autosave after every puzzle. So you could load back and like change the ending. But there was one ending, like the one with Milton, where you help Milton escape with you at the top of the tower. You had to go back to a certain point and like change a choice. In order to get that, I actually had to replay the game. So I wonder if there's anything like that in this game, or if they fix that issue and it's just going to be like a point of no return, and then once you finish the game, you can just go back to before the point of no return and like change the ending. I hope it's like that. Where I can just change it. Anyway, your myth is strangling our entire species, Herman. I share your theory of everything, but we can't build the future on a lie. I'm gonna say this, because I want to be a little bit more neutral.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. Anyway, I've done what I could. You do as you must. Good luck.
You wanna just follow me over here? Come over here. No, come over here. Come look at the mega structure on this cliff edge. Hermie, come on. Come take a look with me. I promise I won't push you off or anything. Hehe. Do I? I think I'll save it, because I don't know how long this is gonna be. I don't know if we're gonna come back here. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should just... No, I'm gonna... Yeah. I'll save it until next stream, and then I'll uh, go save Byron, and then I'll probably do the golden puzzles, and then I guess, like, see the end of the game or something. I don't know how it's gonna work, but yeah, I'll save that. I'll save that. Um, I've almost been going for 3 hours as well, but most of my sessions have been 3 hours long, so yeah, it makes sense to end here. Um, even though I was talking for a while, and that kind of ran up the time, but yeah. Anyway, maybe save, yes. Well, I am very excited. The end is almost upon us. Outside of the megastructure, there's literally only 12, maybe 13 more puzzles to do, the golden ones, and then that's it. And then I can just like end the game. I don't know if that's going to be 1 or maybe 2 more sessions, but we'll see. I probably want to fit it into 1 because I wouldn't want to like go save Byron, do all the golden puzzles and then end, and then start up another session and then the end of the game, it just takes like 20 more minutes. So I might just like bundle that into 1. I don't know. Just depends on how I feel, how long the golden puzzles take as well. But yeah, that's all. Thank you for tuning in, Slayer. I'm gonna go make something to eat. And yeah, I'll maybe play the Pokemon DLC later because yeah, I haven't started that yet, so I might do that. Wait, there was so many things I didn't even talk about Pokemon. Or did I? Wait, did I? Did I talk about everything? I talked about my shiny Hisuian, Zorua, all the eggs and stuff. Okay, maybe I did talk about everything. The DLC. Oh yeah, I don't know. You do play Pokemon Slayer, right? Did you log in and get your Darkrai and Lucario? There's 2 codes. I don't know when they expire, but it's probably kind of soon. You can get a shiny Lucario with a code, and you can also get a Darkrai with a code. And I know Darkrai is like mythical or like event based or something like that. I think there's a lot of Pokemon like that you can only get through events and stuff, and I think Darkrai is one of them, so be sure to capitalize on that and get those. I think, was that everything I wanted to say? Oh yeah, I got some hacked shinies as well. I was looking through my boxes and I realized I had like 5 or so hacked shinies that I completely forgot about. It was yesterday when I was like sorting my boxes and like clearing stuff out and like releasing Pokemon. And I got those hacked shinies when I was trading away. I think I was trading a bunch of Hisui and Zorua. I think that's what I was doing because I was like, I had a bunch of them to spare. Maybe that's when I got them. I can't remember. But either way, I got a bunch of hack shinies. I know not to use them. I know that's like the rule. If you use them online, I think you get banned. But just having them like in your boxes or whatever, I don't think that does anything. But they're definitely not going in my party because I don't want to take any chances. I'm definitely not going to use them online. I'm not going to use them in online battles. I'm not going to use them in raids. I'm not even going to use them in a union circle. I don't want to take any chances. I remember back in Sword and Shield, people were creating like hacked raids, and even people who joined those raids randomly, like strangers who joined those raids. I remember hearing like those people got banned or something. I don't know if it's just because they used those Pokemon in like online battles or something and like didn't know they were hacked. I don't know. I'm not taking any chances. I don't want to get IP banned. I don't want to get my console banned. I don't want to get banned from the game or whatever. Yeah, I'm not going to use them, but I have them. I have them there. I think one of them was a Rowlet. I think I have a hacked shiny Rowlet. There was a Charizard. There were some other ones. I think one of them was holding a Master Ball, so I yoinked that, took that into my bag, because I mean they're not going to do anything about that. I don't think that counts as like a hacked Master Ball or anything like that. I don't even remember what other ones I had. Oh yeah, there's Dialga and Palkia raids happening. I don't know when those end, probably like January or something, but I'm gonna have to do those as well and catch those. Yeah. I think that's everything. I think that's everything that I was gonna talk about. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat. Thank you for coming, Slayer. Have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna stream this. I don't know if it's gonna be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. I don't know if the new I don't know if Sky quests currently are dropping on Monday. It might be Tuesday. So yeah, I'll see. I'll see how I feel. And I might stream tomorrow, I don't know. But yeah, this game is almost done. I'm very excited. Yeah, that's all. Bye bye.